and welcome to another reaction review video with me, Nina Schofield. Thanks for joining me today. I'm sorry if my lighting's a little bit weird. I think it might be a bit off today, but it snowed so much overnight here and I can't get the balance right, so I'm sorry about that if it's a little bit white or weird. So today we're going to be listening to the top 10, in my opinion, album tracks that should have been singles by Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift a lot. I went to see her 1989 tour. Didn't get tickets for the Reputation tour, which is really annoying, but I became a fan when she started to do the pop stuff, because that's really when she made it across the shores in the UK in a big way, because country music wasn't really as big over here at the time. So I got into Taylor Swift because of that, and now I love all of her albums. So this will include everything from the Reputation era all the way back to the Taylor Swift debut album era. I don't know why I did that for that, because that is literally what it's called. And of course this is just my opinion, so if you guys disagree or have any other suggestions, let me know in the comments box below and maybe we can compile some kind of mega list. Okay, so number 10. So number 10 is taken from the album Reputation, which is Taylor's most recent release. I absolutely love this album. I can't tell you how much I love it, and I haven't done a reaction video to this album because I've already heard it so many times, but I might just do a review album for it soon because it's just amazing. There are so many singles, I think, on this album that haven't been released, but one of my favourites is Dancing with Our Hands Tied. I love this song. Let's have a little listen. I love how it comes in with that stomping piano with this great echo. And then suddenly, this super cool melody and this kind of trap drum beat. I love the warm synths throughout this whole thing. And this chorus, again another yeah, we were dancing. So what I love about this song is that she really has developed into this simple melodies artist. That's what I'm going to call it, because her melodies are super simple. She does a lot of this one note stuff. So this is a perfect example of that. This, I loved you in secret, first sight, I'm in love without reason. It's just going between a few notes, and there's a lot of repetition on single notes, and it's really clever, you know, to be able to do that over lots of different songs and still make them all sound fresh is very clever. That drum fill, so good. And there's a really cool economic use of delays in this song, so they're not everywhere, they're just in certain places, and when they appear it's like, ooh, that was so cool. And from this middle eight, we're kind of getting another build and this really cool high note. And that double vocal there, she's singing the octave above, which is really high. Very impressive, Taylor. And I just love overall the different drum sounds and fills and the cool bass sound in the chorus as well. I just think it's a great song, so I wish that had been a single. I can kind of see the video for it. That's number 10. So on to number 9. So number 9 goes to a song from Taylor's very first album, Taylor Swift, and it's called A Place in This World, and I really wish this had been a single. I think it's such a strong song. Let's have a little listen.
I don't know what I want, so don't ask me, 'cause I'm still trying to figure it out.
This is a classic Taylor storytelling song, and so different. You can just from putting those two songs side by side, number 10 and number 9, you can see how she's developed as an artist. It's crazy, worlds away from each other. This is another one of those songs that connects with people on a personal level because she's just a great storyteller.
I'm just walking, trying to see through the rain coming down.
Great harmonies.
I'll be wrong, I'm just a girl, trying to find a place in this world.
That's my favourite bit, is the post-chorus. Well, it's still part of the chorus, isn't it? Little turnaround. Oh, I'm just a girl, trying to find a place in this world. The chord changes underneath there are unexpected and they just work, they just sound amazing. So that's why I love this particular song, and I think it would have done really well. And then we're into this halftime section. Listen to that banjo. Tambo. Number 8 comes from Taylor Swift's Fearless album. Side note, I love Taylor's hair on the front of this record. It's so pretty. So the song is Forever and Always. Let's just have a quick listen to some highlights first. Just stopped it briefly to say, even though she's come a long way from doing country into pop, there's still parts of Taylor that show on all of her records. So an ad-lib that she always does is oh, oh, and a lot of ad-libs that she uses have that kind of glottal, abrupt sounding start to them. Oh, 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 that kind of thing. So still saying Taylor in some ways. And one of my favourite lines from this song is, it rains when you're here and it rains when you're gone. So this song's kind of saying it doesn't even matter what's going on with us because it's not going well. It's not going well. That guitar. A lot of harmony work still. Completely following the melody line. Moving on to number 7 on the list is I Know Places from the 1989 album. Again, one of my absolute favourite albums from Taylor. It just captured something in my life at that time. Love it. I Know Places was a song that she wrote with Ryan Tedder, and it's one of the ones, if you listen to the end of the album, there's a little section where you can hear her voice notes from when she was writing things, and that's one of those tracks. And it just shows how, it kind of gives you a sort of insight into how Taylor's mind works with writing and how she picks out such great melodies. And I really think that this could have been a massive single. There's so many parts of it that I like, so let's have a listen to those parts. Again, another example of that glottal sound, the harsher sound to start things. Another example of her one-note hooks in that verse, with the exception of those I melodies, which breaks up that verse really nicely. Also, the drums are really cool, so it's starting with that piano, which is obviously what she began writing the song with, and then they've just added in a lot of brushes on the drum kit. And this chorus opens out in a way that you don't expect. And this line, and in this second verse, the bass line is really cool. I don't know if you can hear it through the speakers that I have, but it's this kind of double bassy sound, but with a little bit of a synth effect on it. It's really cool. So the cool thing about the end of this song is that she adds in lots of different melodic layers in the vocal. So you have the baby, I know places we won't be found, but you also have the you know about me and I know about you, I know places. They basically add in so many different melody ideas that work on top of each other. I guess it's one of those songs where the chords lend itself to that. And then it drops out to this again, and I think there's a click. Yeah. So next on the list, number 6. This song comes from the Red album and it's called Stay, Stay, Stay. It's a very uplifting sounding song, even if the lyrics don't necessarily mean the same thing. In terms of the actual music, it's really uplifting and it's cute and I really like it. It's a little bit more country again. And it's nice to hear her voice without anything else. I like the claps in this as well. It's kind of folky fun. And I like how she moves into that double chorus, and then we have these lovely backing vocals, hey, in the background from now on. The song itself is so catchy. It's so simple. Stay, stay, stay. I've been loving you for quite some time, time. That's so simple, both lyrically and melodically, and works with the accompaniment that it has. I'm glad that this song is kind of a little bit more country and has a bit of a banjo feel to it, but also this uplifting kind of feel, if you know what I mean. Number 5 on my list also comes from the album Red. This song, it is a crime that it was not a single. An actual crime. It's called Starlight, and it has one of the best Taylor Swift intros in my opinion. You come straight into the chorus melody, but without anything overshadowing it, drums, guitar, whatever it is. It's just the chorus melody with these lovely synths, and let's have a listen.
I said, oh my, what a marvelous tune. It was the best night, never would forget how we moved. Like when we to Starlight.
Listen to that movement. And then in the chorus, now we've got the drums in. And this instrumental section is really cool. Just gives a little space in the song. With that electric guitar soaring out.
Don't you dream impossible things.
Yeah, kind of magical, that song. Definitely feeling the movement into more pop music on this album. It's got a lot more of a crossover appeal, I think. Number four. I almost wanted this one as number 1, but to be fair, the next 4 songs to me are all kind of on the same par. Okay, so number 4 is King of My Heart from the Reputation album. I don't know if this is as popular with myself as it is with other people. So if this is one of your favourite Taylor Swift songs, tell me, because I feel semi-alone in this. But to me, when I heard this song for the first time, I was blown away. I just think it's absolutely incredible.
And all I want to, all the one I've been waiting for, king of my heart.
Here come the drums.
And all I want to, I've been waiting.
Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. And all I want. What a chorus. The thing I love about that chorus is how open it feels and how epic it is. I wish I had seen this on the Reputation Stadium tour. Obviously I watched the Netflix version, but I wish I'd been in the actual arena and heard those drums echo out. I know she had those cool massive drums on stage which people were beating, and yeah, I wish I'd seen it. So the drums are a big factor in this song for me. I think they're amazing. I think the song goes somewhere in each section that doesn't feel like that's where it's going. So let's have a little listen to parts of the verses in the pre-chorus and you'll see what I mean.
Late in the night, the city's asleep.
Love the vocoder as well. All the drums here.
And the Range Rovers and the Jaguar.
All the expensive cars, Range Rovers and Jaguars, never took me quite where you do. Love this song. The meaning behind it is amazing. You know, Taylor Swift, let's face it, she's got a lot going for her in terms of she's rich and beautiful and all of that stuff. But what she's saying in this song is none of that stuff matters. You are what matters. You are all the richness I need in my life. All the riches. Riches? You are all the riches I need in my life. Amazing ad-libs in this song as well. Next, number 3, another epic Taylor Swift song taken from the Red album. And this one is called The Moment I Knew, and again I think it's a really strong lyric. That's what drew me into this first, and the sparseness or the bigness of the chorus, I should say. Let's have a listen to that chorus.
And it was like
that big swoosh into the chorus. Is it a Taylor Swift album if she doesn't mention red lipstick?
no one
This song gave me goosebumps the first time I listened to it because she's such a good storyteller, and the lyrics are kind of telling this story about how she obviously works her way up in her own head, thinking about this person and how she's into them, and they just don't step up for her, basically. So it's really kind of sad, but so well written in terms of the lyrical content and how it's put into the song. You know, it's one thing to have great lyrics, it's another to have a melody and instrumentation that fit with those lyrics, and this is done so well. And that lovely cello sound as well really fits.
Now I just wanna be alone, but your close friends always seem to know when there's something really wrong. You should have been here.
Almost cries on that lyric.
And said I'm sorry I didn't make it, and I said I'm sorry too.
It's too late.
That was the moment I knew.
See, I've got goosebumps. Yes. Yes, Taylor. You tell him it's too late. Love that song. Love the storytelling. Love everything about it. So on to number 2. We're nearly at number 1. What could number 1 be? Number 2 is taken from the 1989 era, and it's a song called New Romantics, which when I first heard it, I didn't think it was my favourite song on the album, and to be fair, all of them are now my favourite songs, but at the time when I was getting to know the album, it wasn't one that stood out to me as my repeat button song. You know the ones. But now I have such great respect for this song. I think it's amazing, and I know there was sort of some talk of people saying, you know, a lot of fans were saying this should have been a single, and I kind of have to agree. It is a very, very good song. So let's have a listen to the chorus verse. Yes, what a chorus. That's so good. I love every single lyric in that chorus. It's so uplifting, and she takes everything that's bad that's happened to her and flips it on its head, and that's evident in this song. It's nice her vocal is lower here. Very magical section here. In this final chorus section is where she really throws this wall of sound up, and there's so many different layers of vocals and they work so well together. And her ad-lib section, obviously, what is a Taylor Swift song without Taylor Swift ad-libs? I don't know if you can also hear, there's this going on in the background. Another example of Taylor Swift layers in songs. Okay, song number 1. Song number 1 comes from the Reputation album. Again, it is criminal that this song was not a single. It is just so good. This is one of those songs that I come back to again and again and again and again, and I'm never sick of it. It's just so good. If you haven't guessed already, it is Getaway Car. The story told in this song is quite an interesting one, actually. I think that obviously she was in this a little bit of a love triangle thing, whatever. She tells it so well, and this vocoder is so cool. This quick synth and the they just work so well. And that lyric, the ties are black, the lies were white. I know that a lot of Taylor Swift fans like to work out where lyrics maybe were taken from. Forgetting that, like that aside, just think about how good that lyric is anyway. Just as a standout lyric, if you have no idea who Taylor Swift was. These are good lyrics, people. These are good lyrics. So epic. This kind of half-time and those quick cymbals as well. Nothing good starts in a getaway car. That chorus is so epic. This is what I love about Taylor Swift, is how she creates these epic choruses. and they're all different. There can be a tendency when songwriting to go to the same chords, or you kind of can get a bit comfortable, but I think that Taylor doesn't like being comfortable in her songwriting. She wants to push herself all the time, and this song's a perfect example of that. Now, another part of this song that I absolutely love is the middle eight going on into the ending. The chord change there gives the song new life. To the other side. And we've got a lot of this going on in this section as well. This section, if you listen to her vocal carefully, they've made it sound a little bit like the reverb is ahead of the actual vocal, so it sounds a bit like she's in a tunnel. You know when you're in a tunnel and you kind of do the caw and it bounces back? That's what this vocal sounds like. Those are my favourite bits. Don't pretend! And this one. Everything about this song is... I love it. I just love it. Everything is so cool in the whole Reputation era. As you can tell, I'm a bit of a fan. So that was my top 10 list of Taylor Swift album tracks that should have been singles. Were there any on there that you think I missed? If so, let me know in the comments box, and if you enjoyed this video, please do hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Leave me a comment, leave me a like, whatever you fancy. And I'll see you all again very soon for another reaction review video. We were just set, Bonnie and Clyde. Oh, bye.